Hi, I'm Hazel, and this is a guide to the Fetid Devourer raid boss in Uldir on normal and heroic difficulty. This little guy was made from the discarded remains of lethal experiments performed on Loa. Titans are mean. Like, they didn't specifically stitch him together, but they made the pieces. The main tank mechanic here is Thrashing Terror and Terrible Thrash. Basically, every fourth melee hit he does has got some punch to it. The Thrashing Terror buff will stack up to 3 before he does the Terrible Thrash, so you know when it's coming and can use some mitigation. If you're running out of mitigation to use, then it's time to swap with the other tank while you recharge. Malodorous Miasma is a dot that healers should keep an eye on. It does kind of wimpy damage over 18 seconds, then evolves into a Putrid Paroxysm, which is shorter but much nastier. Neither of those can be dispelled, so just heal through it. If it's on you, consider using a defensive cooldown to help with the end bit. At 100 energy, the Fetid Devourer will do a Rotting Regurgitation. That's a cone attack that will knock you back and probably smells awful. If you stay pretty close to the boss, it's easy to sidestep and avoid it. The room has these alcoves along both sides. Now and then, a random pair of those will become active waste disposals, pouring down sludge that will give you Malodorous Miasma if it gets you. That stacks, by the way, which you extra don't want. There's a warning when the waste disposals open, so just run out of the alcoves when that happens. If you have raid timers from an add-on like DBM, that will let you plan ahead. After the waste disposal finishes, it leaves behind a Corruption Corpuscle ad. Those cast Enticing Essence and need to be killed before they finish the cast. We only ever saw 2, so send melee to the close one and range should prioritize the far one. If the Enticing Essence cast gets off, the boss will stomp over, use Consume Corruption to eat them, and heal up. At 50% health, the boss enrages with Fetid Frenzy. He does 25% more damage, but takes 50% more, which kinda sucks for him. Save your Time Warp or whatever for 50% or later, and tanks will need to be even more careful with the Terrible Thrash. On normal, that's it. On heroic, he gets a new ability called Shockwave Stomp. That one's unavoidable, it does raid damage and knocks everybody way back. If you position yourself between the boss and a side wall for that, you'll get stopped by the wall instead of being punted all the way to the last expansion. On heroic difficulty, the Corpuscle ads also heal for 1% every other second while casting Enticing Essence. That's not very much, you probably wouldn't have noticed, and it doesn't really matter. But now you know. So that is the Fetid Devourer in Uldir. Thanks for watching! If this video helped you out, please consider leaving me a like. Check out my channel for more raid guides and other WoW stuff, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!